What's going on, guys? My name is Munhar,
My name is Omar.
and today we're going to be breaking down the exact system that you need as an online coach in 2025. Well, you might be asking, how do you make $70,000 a month? The answer is a top dog dollar funnel. That's it. You can click off the video now. But if you don't have the attention span of a goldfish, let me actually break this down even further for you guys. When it comes to this funnel, there's 5 core things that we're going to be covering today. Okay. Number 1 being traffic. Number 2, crafting yourself an irresistible offer. Number 3, marketing that offer. Number 4, fulfillment. And number 5, delegating. So let's start with the basics, getting the traffic first. So let's talk about that. Now, when you guys think of traffic, this is what's probably coming to mind. But this is not what traffic is. As an online coach, it's more like this, right? Now, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever your main sort of social media platform is, that's where your traffic is going to be coming from. So with a lot of views and eyes on your content, you're going to be getting a lot of engagement as well, right? Likes, comments, follows, DMs, all that kind of stuff. And when it comes to traffic, there's really 2 variations of it. There's organic and there's paid. So with organic, you're looking at kind of going around with the algorithm. If the algorithm likes you, if people like you, you're going to be really, really good on the organic side of things. And if you're kind of looking at the paid side of things, you're looking at ads, clippers, anything in general that can drive traffic, but you're paying for it. Okay. And traffic can be good and it can be bad. Now, what do I mean? So, for example, like if you're selling an online service, you will see that in your niche, there are going to be people that have 5,000 followers and they're making $1 million per month. And then there's also people there that have millions of followers and they're not even making a single penny online. And it's all because their traffic is just horrible, right? You see this a lot on Instagram. You're going to see people with 400K followers and then their engagement on their reels, their posts, it's just shit. They have like 100 likes max. And that's because their traffic is just horrible. They have people from South Africa, India, people that just don't have money in general to pay for their services. And that should not be your ideal target audience, right? You want to have good target audience. You want to have people that can pay for your services, people that you actually want to work with, and people that will honestly give you the engagement that you want in your niche. So like there's some more examples here. These are people that have really less followers. Like they have 16,000, 60Ks. That's actually pretty good. Then you also have Daniel Bidden with 100K. But all of these guys, they're millionaires. That's what's common in all 3 of these guys. They're not huge. They don't have millions of followers. They don't have crazy personal brands, but they're making millions of dollars online through selling info products, right? So how do you get good traffic? Well, firstly, you got to optimize your profile. So in this case, I'm going to talk about Instagram because I feel like for a lot of people, Instagram is kind of their main source of income and social media. So let's just talk about Instagram, right? So right here, I'm going to take a good example of one of the people that are making millions here, Ryan. And if we look at Ryan's profile, we kind of study it. You're going to see in his profile, he has everything that attracts his target audience, right? So his target audience is probably going to be teenagers that want to get into e-commerce, right? So you'll see he talks about he's in Miami. So everyone knows that every teenager knows that Miami is the teen life that you want. There's going to be supercars. There's going to be networking. There's going to be business opportunities. That's what a teen wants. And the lifestyle there is amazing as well. He also mentions he's doing e-commerce, and he also has his e-commerce account and his link tree as well. So if you scroll a little bit under that, we're going to see his story highlights. All you see is him just flexing his cars, his bikes, his travel places, everything that will sell a teen into buying his course, his product, his service. Posts as well. See, he's flexing again. Every teen wants this stuff. Okay. So great job there because he's attracting exactly what he wants. And also you will see that his reels are doing amazing as well. 40K, 30K, some going to millions, some going 100,000. So great engagement on his reels as well. And finally, when he funnels all this good traffic down, it goes straight to his link tree. So you'll see right off the bat, you have his free course or community. You also have his mentorship, and you also have an affiliate link. So no matter which kind of section you go into, he's making money off of you. So beautiful job there. Traffic-wise, that's exactly what you want. Make sure you follow and optimize your content, your profile, and you will attract your dream clients right into your inbox. Now that traffic is kind of sorted out, let's get into crafting your irresistible offer. So we've kind of funneled down all that good traffic. Now it's time to sell that traffic into a good offer, right? So how do you do that? When it comes to crafting your irresistible offer, there's two things or two questions you might want to answer. What is the problem in your niche, and what's the solution? Okay. Now, right off the rip, you probably don't know this. You're kind of clueless. What does my audience want? How do I find a solution for that? You need to do some research on your audience, understand their problems, understand their desires, and understand what they need to get to that desire, right? So we're going to conduct some market research. And I'm going to give you guys two examples here. So firstly, we're going to go over how to do it on Instagram, and then I'm going to kind of cover how to do it on YouTube as well. So for Instagram, I like to use story sequences a lot. So if you have really good story viewers, most 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to either like your story, they're going to read through it, and they're probably going to do what you need them to do. So in this case, we're going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to run you guys through a quick example of how to conduct market research. So let's get into it. So over here, you're going to kind of see 4 different slides, and each slide is going to be a story that you're going to post. So the first one is going to be an offer, right? And we're going to pretty much just come up with something, brainstorm something on a piece of paper, and build something for our audience that they might like. This is a very rough draft. And I like to use Alex Hormozi's principle here of selling before you build, because if you know that people will buy right off the rip, you don't have to spend any money, whereas you can just get some capital in and then start investing it to build an amazing product, right? So, you do your offer first, then you kind of talk about who it benefits and who it's for. So you kind of qualify people in your audience that are going to buy and people that are not going to buy, right? So let's say we funnel down people that are going to buy. Now we want to kind of give them proof of concept that this actually works and it's actually for them. So maybe if you have some testimonials here, this is a great site to display them. And then right after that, you have a clear CTA to DM them or a link that they can click. In this case, since we're conducting market research, we're going to make it seem as like a market research call, and make it seem like they're doing us a favor or helping us to gather this insight. And in exchange of this insight that we're going to get from them, we're going to invite them into an email list that's going to get early access, right? So it's an incentive for them, but it's also like they're helping you out. So you're hitting 2 birds with 1 stone pretty much, because we're going to use this email list in a second, and I'll explain how we're going to do that. The other way you can do it on YouTube, very simple. You can book in you can do a YouTube video, a long form CTA. Pretty much in the description, you can have your little copy of what you're building out, how long it's been taking you, stuff that's pretty much just copying exactly what we did on the Instagram story highlights and converting it into copy to paste as the description in the video. And then from there, you book in your market research calls, and again, incentivize it so that they get early access to what you're building out, and then they go straight into the email list from there. And again, so now that we've conducted that market research, now we have those calls, we take those calls, we build out a little questionnaire on the side, and those questions are going to be about the problems your audience is facing, the solutions they've looked for, the solutions they actually want, what's their desires, what they feel that they need to get there. Are they willing to actually commit to the process to get to where they want to be, and how much money they're willing to invest to do so? And these questions will help us build our offer out in the end and get like the best performance out of it, because this is literally made for your audience. So now that we've gotten all that done, now it's time to build the offer. And I like to use Alex Hormozi's principle of dream outcome, or times perceived likelihood of achievement over time delay times effort and sacrifice. And this is going to equal a pure banger offer, because it's going to rip. Example I can give you guys is in the fitness niche. You'll see, let's say I'm a fitness creator, right? And I help busy moms lose 10 to 25 pounds of fat, get into the best shape they've ever been in their life in under 3 months. Now I've cleared off all 4 of those sections. It's attracting my dream audience. I'm helping them out. I'm removing burden off of them, and I'm giving them an image to look up to in the next 3 months. And that's them losing 10 to 25 pounds and being lean, right? And that's going to bang. So make sure you follow Alex Hormozi's principle here. And now I'm going to pass it off to Omar to kind of talk about marketing side of things, the fulfillment, and delegating the tasks to make this top dog dollar funnel completely run you for your money. So let's get into it.
All right, awesome. So you cracked everything down. You built up an irresistible offer. You know how to market to people. You've done pretty much everything. And now it actually comes time to launch your offer and get in front of people's faces. Now you have your audience and you have cold traffic, but there's still your potential audience, potential prospects that you could still sell to. Now, this goes into two categories. We have the soft launch when it comes to, launching up your offer, and the hard launch. Starting off with the soft launch, there is the email list. Now, how you get these emails, you can do a couple of different ways, but you can do it through posting a CTA tab rule. You can do it, posting up a story, whatever it is. Just people either DM you, click a link, lead magnet, whatever it is. You get the emails, and after you get the emails, you put them inside a newsletter that is very engaging. It's very simple. It has a nice incentive, and obviously a link to book in, right? And here's a quick example that we launched for one of our clients. And this, as you can see, it has a crazy open rate, has an 85% open rate, 122 recipients, a 67 click rate. And just running up 3 emails inside the sequence actually managed to make $40,000 just through the soft launch email sequence, which is really, really crazy. And obviously, your stats may not look like this. This varies from audience to audience, but that's just a quick example of how it might go down if you really play your cards right. And the second step of this funnel is social media hype. Now, before your content was based around insight, value, and whatnot, but slowly it begins to still, you're still posting value, insight, and whatnot, but slowly you're throwing in little CTAs, you know, just hinting towards the fact that you have something amazing to offer to them. So it could be either, hey, DM me, comment this, and I'll send it to you. And based on however you want to structure your funnel, most likely what you're going to be doing is prompting them to comment your DM, and you're going to start a conversation through the DMs. Understand what they want, what they need, and if everything works out, you're going to prompt them to book a call in. And the social media hype strategy, one of the most important things is having a story sequence in place. Because let's say you have 50K followers, you're not going to try and sell to a million people that don't even know who you are, they don't know what you do. Because at this moment in time, those 50K people, they understand you, they spend a lot of time with you. So you have to start with them first. Those other people, they might be prospects, they might be people inside your niche that they want what you have to offer, they value. But for now, this is more important. And these are the people that are most likely to buy. So one of the most powerful ways, like Manhart touched on earlier, is having a story sequence in place. Now, the story sequences, they can be divided into four basic structures, starting off with the hook, the story, the proof, and the CTA. As long as you follow this structure, your story sequences are going to rip every time. But obviously, you don't want to make it transactional to the point where this is all that you're going to be posting. Post some lifestyle, post some happy moments, post something interesting. You can even be like, hey, ask me a question, ask me anything. You can literally do whatever you want, but just don't make it transactional 24/7. So starting off with the hook, and the example that we chose to go with here is a fitness-based offer. The hook is going to be diet does not equal weight loss. You think I'm joking? And there's arrows pointing towards the right, meaning click on the right to watch the next story. And this is the story. I tried fasting, it didn't work. Just some sad sob story about how he tried everything under the sun. I tried keto, it didn't work. And how, after all this didn't work, he discovered some revolutionary method that changed the game for him and could also help his audience do the same. And this is tap the link below, click the link to book in a call, click the link to send me a DM, whatever it may be, it's a CTA. Maybe you want to hear the story a little bit more, and maybe you just want to send them straight to the landing page. Whatever you may choose, it depends on the audience, right? And after that proof, it's important to keep going. You really, really don't want to just end off on that, because you could, but like you really don't if you want to keep retention and you want to keep them more interested, because you want to offer testimonials, you want to offer case studies that your method actually works, because people, especially let's say something like the fitness niche, is so commoditized. Everybody has X method that I did, made me lose 100 kilograms, right? You want to speak to them directly by showcasing people that were in the exact same boat as them and how they were able to overcome that challenge and get to their desired situation. And this is a quick example. James used this method, by the way. And this is a message he sent them. Hey, X, I dropped 5 pounds in the last week. I'm feeling really, really good. Best shape of my life. Uh,
Or it could just be like a before and after picture as well.
exactly.
And then you telling people 20 pounds lighter in 7 days,
Hmm.
which is crazy to think about. So it just adds proof of concept again.
Exactly.
It makes you want to go back and tap that link. Or you can just have the tap link right here as well under that. So you have two CTAs
Hmm.
so people don't miss it.
Exactly. Or even if you look at the top left, those there's those little arrows. It's gonna prompt them to go back to the previous story so that they can tap the link. But preferably, you'd have a CTA over there as well, so that they don't have to go through the extra step because people might not understand. So just put that CTA in there so that they can click on it and boom, they book in. And sometimes you want to finesse the audience a little bit, like the Wolf of Wall Street, and put stories like 3 more spots left in here for grabs. Send me a DM, click this link, whatever it may be. That creates scarcity. The hey, whatever this guy's offering is really, really valuable, and I want to be part of it. If they were hesitating, this might give them that little push. Hey, this is really amazing. People are just running over each other and competing, just pushing each other just to get a piece of this guy. And I want to really see what he has to offer, right? Just learn from him, basically. And just throw that in there once in a while. Don't overuse it because at one point it's going to get really, really old. And the final step is focusing on organic content. Now, this is basically having your short form content, long form content, and scattering really, really smart CTAs throughout the video. If it's really long form, for example. And a good overview of this is this guy. His name is Lawrence. He has 60K followers on subscribers on YouTube, rather. And just looking at his title, it says to help entrepreneurs grow YouTube channels that generate sales. He already has a CTA as soon as you hop into his page. And if you look at his description in any of his videos as well, obviously he provides some sort of insight or value inside his YouTube videos. And towards the end, he has a CTA in place, and even the C. And towards the end, he obviously has a CTA in place. And in the description, of course, he's gonna have the links for you to go through with that CTA. So very, very important for you to go through those steps. And after you take care of the offer, people actually want a piece of you. They wanna buy what you're selling. They just keep throwing money in your face. How do you deal with all of this traffic? Right? You have 100 people in a month. They're all paying you 5K a month. Now you're making 500,000 a month. Obviously, you can't take care of all these people, right? You can't take care of taking the sales calls. You can't take care of fulfillment. It's just too much work. That's why you're obviously going to need a system in place to help you through all of this. Like Amazon, for example, they have over close to 2 million employees. In terms of delegation, they understood that in order to actually grow a business, you have to be willing to step out of the business and just focus on growing it from the outside. Don't work inside the business. So you have to focus on the 80-20 rule. What that means is you have to focus on 20% of the things that drive 80% of the results, not 80% of the things that drive 20% of the results. If you see something that you might be doing inside your business, for example, taking sales calls. Now, sales calls are obviously very, very important. It's exactly how you get the clients in the first place, but it's not something that you need to be heavily involved in. That's something you can outsource. So if you get two closers, for example, boom, that's 12 hours a day saved for you. And those 12 hours you can use to do something else, maybe refining your offer more, making content, just focusing on things that push the needle forward. And if you're handling the DMs, you don't need to be doing that. Just hire a setter, right? Just have a team in place so that you focus on the things that matter most and grow your business from the outside. And yeah, so this includes having a really, really solid team, software, apps, AI, whatever you need that really takes you to the next level. So in terms of things that need to be delegated for a creator or a coach, obviously starts off with the leads, right? So acquiring the leads, nurturing those leads, and finally converting those leads, closing the leads, onboarding them. You have to optimize the backend operation. So having a whole CRM in place that can take care of your leads, take care of your automations, payment processing, everything, and the list just keeps going on. So all these things, if you spend time on and try to do everything yourself, you're going to be there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just focusing on every single thing. And how long could that be sustained for, right? That's exactly why a team is very, very important, so that you focus on the important side of things, focus on refining your offer, focusing on creating content and actually pushing your message towards more people. And that way you can just keep creating a basically an ecosystem where your leads, your prospects always are aware about you, and you're obviously always outreaching to more and more people, and you're just funneling more people inside. So now you have a group of people that are always consuming your content and slowly converting to purchase whatever you have to offer. But yeah, that's the delegating side of things. I'll just pass it over to Manhart to wrap us up.
Yeah, of course. And I feel like the final thing that really comes into play and brings everything in together. Obviously, like you can take care of all four of these pillars, but the reason I included a fifth pillar in here, and that being fulfillment, is because that's what's really going to leave a lasting imprint on this business that you're running, right? Now, fulfillment, what do I mean by this? As a coach, you're helping people out by giving them resources, providing them value. That could come in many forms: community, calls, one-on-one support, um, tracking, a lot of different things that you can do for your customers or your clients pretty much. And you want to make sure that you're actually providing value, because if you're not providing value, first of all, they're not going to refer you to other people. You're going to end on not good terms, right? Because they paid you, let's say, 4 to 5 bands, maybe even more, and you didn't even help them out. Your image is going to get ruined online, right? No one's going to trust you anymore. No one's going to buy from you. They're just going to call you a scammer, and you're going to be labeled as a coach. So make sure what you're actually providing is valuable, helps people out. You actually have case studies, testimonials of people mentioning your process, mentioning the way you help them. Because yes, at the end of the day, you are running a business, but you're also helping people out. And if you can achieve that, I feel like you're helping people out, plus you're making money on the side. What better can you do than that, right? And that's pretty much what the top dog dollar funnel is. So to wrap it all up, these are the 5 things you're going to need in your business to help you make $70,000 a month as a coach. Now, if you do need someone to actually come into your business, make this for you. You already know the guys, Manhar and Omar. There's going to be a link to book in a discovery call with us. We can go over how we can implement this exact strategy into your business, what it can look like for you in the next coming weeks, and exactly building this whole process out. So again, links in the description. Go ahead and check that out. It's going to be a free call, tons of value in there, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Take
Peace.
care. Peace.